The Trip stars Noomi Rapace and Aksel Hennie as Lisa and Lars, a dysfunctional couple who head to a remote cabin to reconnect, though each have intentions to kill the other. Before they can carry out their plans, unexpected visitors arrive and they face a greater danger. This is written and directed by Tommy Vercola, and it hit Netflix last month, and it basically plays as a cross between Mr. and Mrs. Smith and The Ref, once it's discovered that there are more people with Lars and Lisa in the house than they realize, with them having to essentially fight both each other and these unexpected visitors. And that's not a spoiler, as it's revealed pretty early on. It's a pitch black comedy, and one that's not always laugh out loud hilarious at every turn, but it always had me smiling from ear to ear for its loose, playful tone that is consistently maintained. It's essentially a case of bad people versus horrible people, considering the entire time we're with our two leads, they're either nagging, bickering, or, in the most extreme case, planning to murder one another for insurance money. And they don't seem to show remorse for what they do, as they'll taunt each other and don't think twice when presented with a situation that requires them getting their hands dirty. However, it's worth noting that they're tame in comparison to the three major antagonists. Now, having so many unlikable characters in one spot does run the risk of alienating audiences a bit if you have no one sympathetic to truly root for. But the cast has an absolute ball with the whole thing, and it's honestly hard not to smile. Noomi Rapace is especially right in her wheelhouse, laughing her way through some of the darkest moments, like whenever she has the upper hand on her husband, and being the one to take charge when things begin to go south for both of them. Though Aksel Hennie is also a lot of fun as the insecure husband who doesn't bat an eye whenever he needs to do something sinister. The film does a great job of maintaining a tonal balance, using its fast and loose nature to brilliantly shift back and forth between its comedic and thrilling moments, moving at a fairly quick pace that makes its 2-hour runtime whiz by. It also has a structure that, combined with its darkly comedic scenarios, reminded me a bit of something out of a Tarantino movie, where it presented certain events in a non-linear fashion. We'll get introduced to several new characters throughout this, and each time we do, the film will flash back and show us the events leading up to their arrival at the cabin, including showing several previous events we already saw, but now through their point of view, and it kept the film moving pretty swiftly. And it's worth noting it can be absolutely gruesome at some points, with plenty of creatively bloody moments that will not only satisfy genre fans, but get a few good laughs, especially for the way our characters utilize a variety of weapons, like hacksaws, shotguns, and everything in between. Now, there will be a few sequences that can be a bit too uncomfortable, but for the most part, the film tries to go as over the top as it can be, playing its inventively bloody scenarios up for laughs, and sometimes making you forget that you're essentially watching a bunch of terrible people go at it for 2 hours. And because of how much The Trip wraps you in with its kooky characters and inventive setups, it winds up being a great time. It's an action-packed joyride full of twists and turns, with a tone that provides just as many laughs as it does thrills. I had an absolute blast with it, and would highly recommend you check it out. The Trip gets an 8.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see The Trip, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find it funny? Is it one of the better dark comedies you've seen lately? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching, everyone, and keep having fun with film.